Road Championship. We are live from Worldwide Technology Raceway from Madison, Illinois, just in the shadow of the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the west.
We got 2 laps. First one went out there. I decided I wanted to treat the chase as a lead, and that really fucked me up. I left a way too big of a car gap, and I just got blinded by the smoke. Lap 2, I also went out for the chase, you know, try to save on time and get more laps in, and ended up, I wanted to give him a little bit of a gap, not as much, and I transferred behind him. And I'm not really sure what the lead car was doing. I kind of wish I would have seen a video on it. I probably was the one who fucked up, but I ended up smoking the wall a little bit. Car's fine, we're good. We're just got to fix it. So we're gonna get back out there hopefully soon. Just sitting here waiting for qualifying. I did 2 chase laps, completely screwed myself. Finally went out for a lead. The lead felt pretty solid. Missed one of the zones, but compared to the chase, I actually made it through the run. And then went out for a lead or chase again. And honestly, I figured out how to chase a little bit better on this track. Made it through the lap. Got right back in line for a 3rd lap, and my exhaust fell off in the burnout pit. And then the car was running wrong. So we brought it back here, pushed it back here, and we fixed it. Now we're watching qualifying, and we're just gonna wait, hopefully qualify decent. Wish us luck. Oh, on my last lap, my exhaust fell off in the burnout pit.
There are points at stake for qualifying, and you know, we've seen the championship come down, but number 1 qualifier gets 3 points, which doesn't sound like a lot when you get 100 points for first, but that differentiation, you know, I mean, look at, you know, 3 times 4 if you get number 1 qualifier, 4 points right there. So everyone counts. Here comes Cody Buchanan, SRD Nissan 350Z, and a 2nd outside zone, really hop, skipping, and jumping his way through the course. That 3rd outside zone comes up short. Does not get out there. Big angle from him. Almost kind of backs it in there, loops it, but holds on to it.
Yeah, it's one of those runs, Jared, where I really liked the initiation. I'm like, that is what I wanted to see as we come around the track here the initiation was a big two-move. Yeah. So we'll take a look here. Look at using almost all the run in here. That's what I like to see. Get that tail out, use the momentum, bring the tail in, filling that zone in. I was like, all right, here we go. Buchanan's in the seat, and then we got some corrections here coming in outer zone 2, and then 3. He gets in there, not at all. I thought from live, I thought he was there, but in a little look, it was completely absent. And then the transition was a little late, and had some corrections in outer zone 4, left it early, leaving a lot of points on the table here for his run. And now we're in that bubble area where all the points are going to matter here to get in the top 24, so you don't have to do another run. So let's look at that sweet initiation. Fill that zone. Could have been transitioned a little later, or a little earlier, excuse me, to fill out that zone, but he did fill it all the way, pouring on the smoke here, and the car gripped up, he didn't have enough wheel speed, whatever the case may be, but transitioned the wrong spot there, didn't have enough momentum to carry the amount of angle he put into the car to fill that zone to get all the points.
All right, Cody Buchanan, 74.33, a 74.33 for Buchanan. Locksmith is 16, so that should...
Ooh, it's hot out. It's freaking hot. You can see, like, I'm red already, and we qualified. One and done. Not a great run. Entry felt saucy. That flick really felt good. Outer 2, I kind of carried a little bit of speed going into it and then slowed down probably more than I should have, but I mean, they didn't zero it. And then I just held angle. I didn't really do many lead laps again, so I just kind of held the angle and hoped it would push me out to 3, but it didn't really work like that. Normally, it looks like a lot of people, they get into outer 2, and then they take angle out to get to outer 3, and I didn't do that. That's just lack of lead laps, but we qualified 20th. I don't know who we're going up against, but I'm feeling pretty good in the chase. Just got to get the lead dialed in. We're all like just kind of chilling in the truck, trying to just cool off because it's freaking hot. So we're gonna hang out for a little bit.
Do you want it?
He's stealing some food.
I wonder if it's good.
He got some food. Anyways, so we're gonna just kind of hang out for a little bit, and then we're gonna get the car fixed. They're not even fixed, just work on the car so we can run tomorrow, and then when we leave, we'll just sleep good tonight. We're in the show. We got top 32 points, so
like on the floor by the plate.
we're good. I just wanted to qualify.
By my
We're here. We qualified. It's golf carts. Haha, I'm like ADHD stuff. So we qualified like 20th. Not a great run from my behalf, but honestly, I only did one lead lap yesterday, and that's probably just the lack of confidence. And I tried holding angle from outer 2 to outer 3, and it screwed me. But we've got 32 battle coming up. We're waiting to go practice. It rained really gnarly. You can probably see there's water everywhere in the pit still. They're still sweeping out. Technically, practice was supposed to start like 30 minutes ago. They moved it 20 minutes out. They only sent 1 car or 2 cars out there. So they sent Kelsey out there, and she just crashed really hard. We're still in the pits. We're just kind of letting the track come around. That way we don't wreck the car. I'll try to at least get 1 or 2 laps before the top 32 battle, but if I don't, I mean, we're just gonna send it. I kind of want to hold the car, like not wreck the car during practice. I mean, if we wreck during comp, it is what it is, but during practice and not being able to make top 32 would really suck. So we're gonna just push through and hope everything works out. We'll see you guys soon. Pretty boy.
opportunity for them to give a chase. That kind of throws everything off. He wasn't as close, but at the same time, Jaeger missing outside zone 4 a little bit, not being as deep as well. That's almost kind of not giving a fair share for the chase car to give a good chase.
Yeah, good opportunity. All right, cool, fair. And again, this is why scrutinizing the runs, seeing what the judges think.
Yeah, I may or may not have forgotten about that tire dropping, Jared. So
yeah, that's where sometimes I get chastised because I'm just doing knee jerk, and you look at this, then you go like this, and people ask me like, "Hey, how did I do?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. My mind's like an etch-a-sketch. It's just like I'll draw it up and then shake it up, and it's gone forever." All right, so here we go with our next battle. We got Malvasio and Buchanan. Malvasio qualifying 13th, Buchanan qualifying 20th. Malvasio leading in that BMW. Yeah, we got a pedal on, hammer down. Oh, you see the hippie shake there, coming into that first outside zone. And that's, talk about that opportunity, that lead car. So, where does Buchanan go if he's kind of just throwing up the brick wall? Into that third outside zone, a lot more precision driving there. And Buchanan really having to pedal back, and that being evident right into going that last outside zone. So Malvasio out front, can hear the judges saying like, come on, let's go. Let's get on with it.
No.
Hammer down.
Yeah, we can't really hear the engine block in there in AutoZone 4, but I'll touch on that once we look at this Air Force replay from the sky a little bit. Here is Malvasio filling out AutoZone 1. We had a little shake and shimmy, but Cody keeping his composure in the chase position. Malvasio a little shallow with AutoZone 2. That's going to be a little deficit as Buchanan keeps it smooth right behind him. Does a really good job here of mimicking the angle. Nice, smooth transition, but Malvasio came up way short in AutoZone 4. I don't think he was present in there. And you couldn't hear from there, but the engine was really bogging. I think that had the car gripped up, and it was just struggling to keep the tires lit up. So taking another look at the drone here, getting nice, close and personal. Buchanan keeping the pressure on, nice and smooth. Malvasio getting out to outer zone 3. Buchanan staying in that pocket. Look at this transition here. It's nice, perfect mimic. And then even though he came up short, he kept it together there through the finish line.
It gets tough there when they're off. Some of these guys have never driven against each other. Did they have the opportunity to practice against each other? How utilizes a spotter saying like, hey, expect this. This is going to be his entry. He's going to do a Manji entry. He's going to do a straight line entry. The transition, give it a little bit of beat. How's he going to outside zone 2? He's taking this big long thing. How critical, and I know the answer to this, but spotters, super critical on all that feedback and all the kind of notes that they're taking. Here we go, Buchanan now initiating that first outside zone. Big gap here, and this is, so look at this. You can see there's maybe a little bit of horsepower difference here between Malvasio and Buchanan, because Buchanan pulling away. Malvasio having a struggle bus right now, trying to keep up with them. Now going that last outside zone, Buchanan, boom, he taps that wall, but he stays in it.
Does he? Yes.
Yeah, oh boy. So again, nerves, heat, all these things, but again, I think everything that we talked about in that first run with Malvasio out front, Buchanan making it evident, maybe a little bit of horsepower on deck compared to Malvasio.
I mean, he right off the bat, he had a couple car lengths through him as he's awesomely filling AutoZone 1 there, and Malvasio just struggling to keep up. He had to completely leave that AutoZone 1 in his rearview mirror. Buchanan feeling AutoZone 2 there, he just powers away. We're talking about that gearing, that horsepower difference. That might be the case here, as we could hear Malvasio kind of bogging down here in his lead run in AutoZone 4. Buchanan, good job keeping it together there, buddy, as Malvasio is just trying to do everything to keep it up. So back to like the first run, we were talking about, the lines, and if something changes in the chase driver position, like sometimes these cars, you find that line and it works on that line, and your car is on that razor edge, and it only works there. Well, let's say the line gets shorter from the lead car, and now their car doesn't work somewhere else on the track. It's just crazy, and that can affect the chase driver there. And I think Malvasio was already at kind of a disadvantage. Maybe the heat can play a big part in that. So
there we go. Buchanan gets the win, and everything we said, it came to fruition. So again, congratulations, Buchanan. Malvasio, great driving. Just unfortunately, didn't get the car in the right places.
I'll leave you free for it.
It is Saturday morning. Today is supposed to be pro day, but because of the weather last night, what did we get downpoured at? Like 8? Started downpouring. Lightning was just surrounding us, so that was absolutely fantastic. So they decided to postpone it about 9:30 last night to today. So practice is at 8:30. Then I believe 9:30 is when battle's going to start. This is the pit area. It's actually pretty freaking sweet. The nicest pit area we probably had all season. Utah's going to be interesting. There's Nada. Say hi, decided to go into the wall already. So like that's great. We got Kevin over here. He's ready for a shit show today. Let's go. And here we have Zach actually putting in some work.
All I do is work.
Just did top 16 ceremony. It's really weird. It wasn't a ceremony. It was just a drive-through. Honestly, today I'm just gonna try to run and have fun. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. Whatever. We'll make it work and we'll just have some fun with it. Win just lost.
Saturday morning was up to mine. Cody Buchanan and Connor O'Sullivan, my man Ryan Sage cracking into a little rock star there. Gets him peaking that energy as we are in the Royal Purple Top 16. Royal Purple, the synthetic experts, the official synthetic of Formula Drift. Cody Buchanan, Connor O'Sullivan. Look, we got the luck of the Irish. I don't know if he's Irish exactly, but it just sounds like an Irish name, right? O'Sullivan?
I'll go with it.
Okay, yeah. All right. All right, Cody Buchanan out front. Connor O'Sullivan in the chase position, taking a look back. Connor O'Sullivan qualified 29th, Cody Buchanan 20th, so fairly equally matched, but who's going to tighten it up? We saw Buchanan with a great run yesterday. Now look at that. He puts it right in that first outside zone. He likes waking up in the morning and sending it. Nice job by him as Buchanan in that 350Z, and O'Sullivan, you can see back quite a bit and just not getting as deep as Buchanan. But hey guys, FYI, spotters, stay off the red and white. All right, thanks. All right, so again, that's where you definitely don't want to be. One, it's off course, and as you said, a little bit moist, slip and slide. Again, no kiddie games here right now. This is we need to keep it on track.
Right. Now we got a complete run finally this morning, so here we go. Buchanan fully filling that outer zone 1, and O'Sullivan keeping the pressure on. Could have done a little better job of anticipating the transition there, as all the chase drivers we've seen so far have been coming up short in outer zone 2, but Sullivan's doing a good job here, reeling it back in. Nice mimicking the transition here. Cody does send it a little hard in outer zone 4, but O'Sullivan's right there with him. So taking a look at shot here in the outer zone 2. Look at that. O'Sullivan pulling a little angle out there, gained a little more proximity as they get into outer zone 3. Buchanan sacrificing a little bit of angle there, but good mimic of the transition here. Anticipated really well in order to get in that pocket, but it was just a little too late to put on the pressure fully in all of the outer zone 4. So
yeah, sorry to cut you off there.
No, no worries.
Buchanan didn't get into the dirt till ladder, to be quite honest, but again, that red and white, that is considered off zone. Imagine if those red and white rumble strips on outside zone 4, if there was dirt there, you'd be throwing it up. So again, stay off the red and white. 1, it is off course, and 2, obviously we've seen it just previously with Ben Hobson, Trevor Root, you could loop it. Connor O'Sullivan, as you say, O'Sully will lead. Cody Buchanan will be giving chase. Cody Buchanan, like I said, a good run yesterday against Movasio. He had a really good battle there, and it seemed like he's really figuring out his Nissan Z, but it's all O'Sullivan out front with that RTS BMW. Good initiation, almost simultaneously in that first outside zone. You see how they handle it. Can't even see Buchanan in the smoke. Oh, Buchanan comes out of it. You see O'Sullivan in that second outside zone, and Buchanan fights for his right to get in that third outside zone. Misses it quite a bit. Now, how are they going to handle this final outside zone? Looks like O'Sullivan, he found the hack right there. Hack of the planet. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like Buchanan was close to almost straightening out there going in outer zone 2. But we'll take another look at here as they loop it around and let them wait for the decision here. Look at here, O'Sullivan on the throttle right away, all the way through the 3-2-1. Buchanan leaving a little bit of gap there as they go into outer zone 2. You can see him kind of almost over-rotates, making up some ground there, but he does not straighten out. O'Sullivan pouring onto the throttle into outer zone 3. Buchanan trying to reel him in, sacrificing a little bit of angle. Late on the transition here as O'Sullivan fully fills outer zone 4, and we'll see what the result is here.
Yeah, we might have an outcome. Who was tidier? Slide him left for Buchanan or right for Connor O'Sullivan. It looks like O'Sullivan gets a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. Connor O'Sullivan gets the win. So Cody Buchanan just a little bit loosey-goosey. Good effort.
Well, we tried. Went out for practice, got some good laps in. I was actually feeling pretty good, and then we didn't really change any car setup. Figured just run it as it is. Threw down a pretty saucy lead. I just dropped the tire 2 in outer 4, but it was super slippery there, and they had battle right before me, the #1 qualifier spun right there, and then they won more time, and Ben obviously won one more time. But yeah, so made not a major deficit, but I had some points left on the table from dirt dropping, blah blah blah. On the lead or on the chase, he gapped me. I didn't have enough grip. I was trying to pedal it, and he got the better of me. But you know, it is what it is. We're gonna do a little bit of crowd work today, just kind of hang out. Pro 1 also runs today, and yeah, we'll just kind of hang out, enjoy the ride home, and we're watching the live stream in the pit because it's shaded. Yeah, we'll see you later, I guess.